presentation, Neighbors by Benjamin Safania. Genre. The genre of this poem is racism, prejudice, and stereotypes. We can see that this is a poem because of the way it's written, meaning the structure of the poem. Poetry is also a way of expressing how you feel on a certain subject, your emotions, or how you think and see the world around you. Or maybe trying to educate or make people think differently on a subject, which is maybe what Benjamin is trying to do in his poem, expressing how black people is being viewed today. Structure. The poem is written in 3 verse, comprises 31 of 6 stanzas. The stanzas are unequal lengths. The longest stanzas, 3, is a 9-line stanza. The 2 shortest stanzas, 4 and 6, are both couplets. A couplet is a pair of successive lines in poetry. A couplet usually consists of 2 successive lines that rhyme and have the same meter. Anaphora. He uses this to emphasize his own presence and that he feels or maybe have felt assaulted together with the black race. Imageries. There's a lot of imageries in this poem, for example, I sleep with lions, my aroma will occupy your space, etc. He uses them to give us a clear idea of how he feels or how the black race may have felt. What is more, he uses this for us to associate this to the black race, as the smell in animals is an important characteristic of this race. Stanza 1. I am the type you're supposed to fear, black and foreign, big and dreadlocks, an uneducated grass eater. The first lines refer to the whites' reaction to large black men with dreadlocks, which is a stereotypical vision of a Jamaican immigrant. White person watches in distaste. The descriptive term grass eater is unusual. It may be referring to references for marijuana, which is a stereotypical view on Jamaican population. Stanza 2. I talk in tongues, I chant at night, I appear everywhere. I sleep with lions, and when the moon gets me, I am a wailer. This stanza could have something to do with voodoo and African culture, at least seen from the white people's perspective. He mentioned things that could tend to make a man, black or white, feel proud and strong. Wailer is a reference to the Wailers, Bob Marley's band, where Benjamin worked. Stanza 3. I am moving in next door to you, so you can get to know me. You will see my shadow in the bathroom window. My aromas will occupy your space. Our ball will be in your court. How will you feel? The first line says something about invading the white people's space. He mentions that his space and belongings will occupy the white people's spaces. In the lines where it says that he's going to be moving in, it sounds like he's unconcerned with past grievances and that he looks forward to coexisting with his neighbors, which is, for example, white people. Our ball will be in your court could have something to do with throwing down the gauntlet of encouragement. Neighbors, as we know today, it's literally just people next door to you. You may have some grievances with them, or you may not talk to them or know them much at all. But this text were presumably written in an era with a lot of racial tensions. Benjamin is asking how will you feel, presumably because he knows that what he's doing will have extreme reactions. Will there be acceptance or will the hostility continue? Stanza 4. You should feel good, you have been chosen. They're also explaining that he's proud to be black. He's explaining that the white people should be happy that a black man is their neighbor. And maybe he's giving the white people a chance to think differently and maybe give black people a chance. Stanza 5. I'm the type you're supposed to love, dark and mysterious, tall and natural. Thinking, teetotal, I talk in school, I sing on TV, I am in the papers, I keep cool cats. They're always trying to convince the white people that maybe he's cool and maybe altogether with the black race. He's saying that he and the rest of the black populations are wonderful and interesting people and they're worthy of getting along with. Stanza 6. And when the sun is shining, I go carnival. This stanza could be about the poet as a person, and maybe that he is his friend, that he's a fun person, like a carnival. The title. The title of the poem is Neighbors, and it could have something to do with black and white people just coexisting with each other, like neighbors. The themes. The themes in this poem is racism, prejudice, and stereotyping, which I have been saying in the beginning. The aim of the poem. In summary, it is important to understand that the poem does not in any way present any race as the superior. It only tries to reconcile past differences and promote tolerance alongside equality. Putting into perspective, I would like to relate this poem to the text "It shall not be She shall not be moved," because it is about racism and prejudice, just like this text.